windows. You know, I bought a lot of Warsaw windows over the years. And you know, it's I shouldn't give them a free commercial, but they did a good job. It's a great window.
They are.
Wisconsin.
Love it up here.
Thank you.
Es un honor, Señor Presidente. My Cuban background.
Good.
I have a question for you. I appreciate so much what you have done for this country, and I know it's been tough. What do you think is your greatest accomplishment in your eyes?
So a lot of people think it's the fact that we will have, I think before I finish this term, we'll have close to 300 judges, federal judges. A lot of people think because that's a record, that's a number that nobody can even believe. And part of it was that President Obama was unable to get judges approved in a large number, about 142 judges. So I took it off, got them approved, and then got a lot approved beyond. So we'll be close to 300, and 2 Supreme Court judges, great ones. And so I think a lot of people would say that. I think one of them was our military. We have Space Force, which we've added after 76 years. We've added a new branch of the military.
Space Force.
The space is going to be very important. It already is. I would say that
They even made a movie about it.
Taking care of our vets. We had a 91% shown approval rating the other day. The VA. The VA was a disaster. All of my life, I've seen these horror stories. I don't want to really jinx it because they'll go around and find somebody that's unhappy. But you don't see that anymore. And our administrator, our secretary, has done a fantastic job. And we're 91% approval rating with the VA. And we got Veterans Choice approved and Veterans Accountability. That's where you can fire people who do a bad job. You couldn't do it before. Very hard to get. They tried to get it for 50 years because of civil service unions, etc. You couldn't, get it. I got it. And the other thing is Veterans Choice, where if they can't see a doctor, we have great doctors in the VA, but if you can't see a doctor, you go out and you get a private doctor, you pay the bill, and you have no idea how great it's been. And it's actually, you save money, believe it or not. But you have no idea. We save lives, tremendous number of lives, and I would say that's an achievement. But we've done a lot with the largest tax cuts ever, the largest If you look at our regulation cuts, Sean, more than any other administration in history, whether it's 8 years or in one case more than that, we cut regulations, and we still have a lot more we're going to be cutting over the next month and a half, 2 months. So we've done a lot, and we're very proud of it, and we had the best, until this artificial problem, because I call it an artificial problem. We had to turn off our country to save millions of lives, and now we've turned it back on, and it's coming back much faster than anybody thought possible.
Bigger and better.
So we've done a lot of things, but, could be judges, could be the military. Thank you. Thank you.
It was a good question. A good answer.
The question I get asked most often is about the people that love and support you. They want to know why you fight so hard with the media. Why do you fight against them? Why do you take on anybody that goes on?
Because he's a fighter.
Interestingly, in the Martha and Brett.
That's why we voted for him.
And for those that say, well, maybe you shouldn't fight on all these issues, what do you say to that?
I don't think I have a choice. If I didn't take on the media, I guarantee I wouldn't be here with you tonight. I'd be watching on television. Maybe I'd be in the crowd. But I'd be watching. I wouldn't be interviewed. You couldn't win. And I haven't even to this day. I mean, the New York Times is so dishonest. The Washington Post is so
Very
dishonest. They write things. You can do something great.
Uber
And they
dishonest.
can make it sound horrible. You can do something
They
good.
make it sound
And they can
bad.
make it sound beyond belief bad, like it's the worst thing
Terrible.
ever. And I said it a little bit before, you can do something great and it doesn't get reported.
They wouldn't
really
even
just as bad.
talk
A lot
about
of
it.
people can figure it out. The level of dishonesty in the media is, I think they're the most
They're not
dishonest
even
people
talking
I've
about
ever
Bubba
done.
Wallace.
You're an honest journalist. You're a great journalist. We have great journalists. Look at the Pulitzer Prize. The Pulitzer Prize is very embarrassed. It's lost a lot of its credibility because all these writers got Pulitzer Prizes on the Russia, and they were all wrong. John
Wrong.
Solomon and all of the people that you deal with. And you, by the way, Laura, Lou Dobbs, you Fox and Friends people that are great group in the morning, including the weekends, to be honest, with Pete. But you have some great people. But they got Pulitzer Prizes on Russia, and they were wrong. Now, The
crazy.
committee should
We
be.
were right on the deep state. They were wrong.
No, you were right.
3 years. They were wrong for 3
You were
years.
right on Ukraine. The Ukraine thing was a hoax. It's a pure hoax. They took think of it. They impeached a duly elected president of the United States on a perfect conversation. Actually, there were two conversations. The first one was hello, goodbye. They don't even talk about that. The second one was about the same thing. They impeached a president of the United States. Now, in all fairness, the Republican Party was great because they got 196 to nothing Republican votes in the House and 52 and a half to a half Romney.
Freaking Mitt Romney again.
I call it 52 and a half to
What
a
a
half.
knucklehead.
Because two votes, one was yes. But we did.
Mid-zombie.
The Republican Party was great. They were steadfast because they knew it was a hoax. It was purely a party line impeachment. Nothing like that's ever happened before.
To add to that, they had to ignore Joe on tape saying you're not getting the billion unless you fire the prosecutor investigating my zero experience on making millions. But with that said, Jim is with us from beautiful Wisconsin. Hey, Jim.
Thank you, Sean. Mr. President, welcome to Green Bay, Wisconsin, and Northeast Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
It's great to have you with us. My
Wisconsin.
question for you is, with all the unrest we've seen across the country, and right here in the state of Wisconsin last
Civil
night, in capital city,
unrest.
a senator was beaten.
Yeah, we saw the tape.
Pedestal. We lost some other statues.
So
What
fatty.
steps is the administration taking to give us back our streets?
So, very strong. You happen to have a Democrat governor right now. If you would have had Governor Walker, that wouldn't have happened.
That's
Wouldn't
right.
have happened. I mean, I'm not saying it. If you would have Scott were your governor, that would not have happened. But it did
Exactly.
happen, and it was a shame. And the person they beat up
These votes
was
count.
a Democrat who happened to be gay. And he was probably out there rooting them on or something. Because Democrats think it's wonderful that they're destroying our country. It's a very sick thing going on. Nobody's ever seen it. Biden is going to be...
Unbelievable.
I don't think Biden's a radical left, but it doesn't matter because they're going to just do whatever they want to do. They'll take him over. He can't perform. He's not going to be able to perform. He's shot. He's shot. Whether you like it or not, he's shot. The radical left is going to take him over. Look what happened. Eliot Engel was a pretty mainline guy. He lost by like 37 points or so. He just got killed in the election we just had yesterday. He was supposed to be a shoo-in, and he got hit by a strong far-left candidate. You have a couple of other congressmen and women that probably are going to lose or are going to lose too close to Paul. Look at what's happened to the Democrats, and these are real lefties. These are people that take a look at Venezuela. Venezuela was a very rich country, a great country, a big
Exactly.
20 years ago, 15 years ago, people looked richest country in Latin, South America, richest, everything good. They don't have food, they don't have water, they have death all over. People have nothing. It's the same exact mindset and philosophy that we have today on attack, and it won't happen. Not while I'm here, it won't happen. But a guy like Biden, he's going to have no power to do anything about it. And they're dragging him. I don't know if you saw, Bernie Sanders said, my sole focus now is to take Joe Biden way left. They're going to do it. Because there's nobody in the center left anyway. He was left anyway. But there's nobody in the center or center left. I mean, it's a disgrace what's happened
Get
to our country.
ready.
Now, with that being said, the Republicans have to get tougher. And I'm telling them all the time, because they're sitting back, they want to be politically correct. They think, oh, it's terrible to say something bad. No. I told them, you'll see. If anyone attacks, I stopped it the other night. I stopped it a number of times. But you'll see what's happening. And we told them, every night we're going to get tougher and tougher. And at some point there's going to be retribution.
You gotta
because
toughen
there has
up.
to be. These people are vandals,
Like
but
two
they're
pit
agitators,
bulls.
but they're really
The one you feed
they're
more
terrorists in a
is
sense.
gonna
So I
win.
think you'll be extremely impressed.
You
We
gotta
have to
toughen
put pressure
up.
Also, I love the Republicans. I told you they came for me 100%.
This is a
I'm at
war, all-out
96%
war.
approval rating in the Republican Party. But I said you're gonna have to get tougher. You can't be politically correct anymore because we're really fighting something that's very dangerous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about a second term.
Let's talk
If
about
you
it.
hear in 131 days
Let's
from
do
now, at
this.
some point in the night or early morning, we can now project
Please
Donald
be
J. Trump
here
to
in
be reelected
131
the 45th
days.
president of the United States. Let's talk. What's at stake in this election as you compare and contrast? And what are your top priority items for a second term?
Well, one of the things that will be really great, you know, the word experience is still good. I always say talent is more important than experience. I've always said that. But the word experience is a very important word. It's in a very important meaning. I never did this before. I never slept over in Washington. I was in Washington, I think, 17 times. All of a sudden, I'm president of the United States. You know the story. I'm riding down Pennsylvania Avenue with our First Lady, and I say, this is great. But I didn't know very many people in Washington. It wasn't my thing. I was from Manhattan, from New York. Now I know everybody. And I have great people in the administration. You make some mistakes, like, you know, an idiot like Bolton, all he wanted to do is drop bombs on everybody. You don't have to drop bombs on everybody. You don't have to kill people.
If John Bolton, in fact, released classified material, should he be prosecuted?
Yeah,
Should be in jail.
Well, he did release classified. Actually, he had a judge said that they released the book early so that he couldn't do it. He said, this is very dangerous what you've done for yourself. And also, any money that you made, it's, you know, good luck. This was a very powerful opinion that we have. No,
Belongs in jail.
he's sort of a sick guy. There's something wrong with him. But I noticed that early on. He made two very bad mistakes. He made a
It's a
mistake
deep
with
state
the Libyan
operative.
model. And I won't go into explain that, but some of you understand he was on Deface the Nation. And he talked about the Libyan model.
Deface the
I said,
Nation.
that's a disaster, because you know why. And the other thing, he said going into Iraq was a good thing. I said, okay, John, but now you know it wasn't, right? No, I still think it was. I said, so we're in for $8 trillion in the Middle East, and you think that was a good thing. And I'm pulling out, you know, I'm getting everybody out nice and easy. Everyone's going nicely. You think it was good to go into Iraq, go into the Middle East? Yes. So those two things happened early in his little period of time. He was only there a short while. Once he said those two things, I no longer paid much attention to him, if any. But I'll tell you, he was good for one thing. Everyone thought he was crazy, because all he wants to do is bomb people. You know, he'll fight Russia, let's fight China, let's take them on.
It's a chicken
At the
hawk.
same time, he's crazy. When I walked into a room with him, I knew that. When they saw Bolton, they always gave me what I wanted, because they said, Trump's going to drop bombs on me. He's got this maniac with him. So in a way, he helped me in terms of a negotiation. But seriously, he didn't do a good job. He wasn't smart.
Exactly.
He wasn't sharp. And he's the only man I think I've ever met. I knew him for a year, 1 year, whatever the time, it was a short time. I don't think